Every day, toys and game business founders sitting through calls, taking notes, and spending another 30 minutes turning those notes into tasks. What if you can create an AI automation that can streamline all your meetings, all your task creation, so you don't forget about the thing you already discussed with you and your teams and your partners and your vendors? Today's video, I'm going to show you exactly how to do that with AI live inside a real agency workflow that I have designed it for Toy Launch and for a few of my businesses I personally own. Hi, my name is Jason Shea. I'm the owner of Toy Launch. We currently manage toys and game brands on Amazon and beyond. We do TikTok marketing and several different marketing. So in today's videos, I want to talk about how can you create an AI workflow that can create tasks for you based on all the meeting that you currently are running on a day-to-day basis. So the main problem is most of us as a founders, as a business owner, we are in a lot of meetings. Personally, I'm in meetings all the times. I'm not going to remember every single meeting that I attended. I'm not going to have time to take notes while I'm trying to engage. There's some AI note-taking software that a lot of us is using, but it doesn't always tie to the project management system that we are also using as a company. So in today's demonstration, what I'm going to show you is how can you create an AI automation workflow that can remove this problem altogether. So going forward, you can have everything being recorded by AI, create a task for you, create a summary for you, so you'll be almost on autopilot. So you don't really need to worry about any things that you discuss in the meeting that's not being done, not being tracked, not doesn't show up for your teams as well. So that is the demonstration I'm going to do today. First of all, for those of you that's currently using AI, just let me know in the comment in the videos and what AI you're currently using. For me, the demonstration I'm going to do today is going to be using Claude on how to build automation using Claude as well. So first, you need a few different tools. So the tool I personally prefer, let me show my screen, is I prefer to use Phantom videos. There's a lot of different type of software you can use in the marketplace for AI note takers as well. But personally, I just like Phantom.videos. Shout out to them. Their team did a really good job in the platform and it's very easy to use. And you will record all your meetings, all your discussions and everything. Let's just say if this is one of the meetings I just had yesterday. It's going to create an AI summaries of all the meetings, key takeaway topics that you have discussed, and even the next step. And you also provide a full transcript of the meetings as well. But the beauty of this is you can unlock a lot more capability for you and your businesses if you tie this to the code or cowork, whichever cloud platform you're currently using as a business. So let me show you how you can do it. So first of all, open your Claude account if you already have one. You do need a pay Claude subscription for this. So once you set up your Claude account, the first step you want to do in your setting is make sure you go to setting and go to connector. And right now they put it under the customize section. So make sure you connect your Phantom MCP server with your Claude. And again, MCP server is a type of data connector. You can connect your Claude or your AI tool with Phantom. So you can read all the meetings, you can read the meeting summary, the transcript, and all the different information the AI needed to create the task and for you in your project management system. So you do also need to have another connector to connect with the project management system of your choice. For me personally, our team use ClickUp, so you want to connect your AI with ClickUp as well, so you can do functionalities and you can do different things in both of your tool. So you can pull the meeting recording, the meeting transcript, the meeting summary, Phantom, and turn that into ClickUp tasks or whatever the project management system you're using. So and then you can also have it dedicate to you and your team as well. So let me go ahead and do a live demonstration on one of the skill that we created is called Client Meeting Task Creator. Obviously, since we at Toy Launch, we are a digital marketing company, so we do talk to a lot of our clients, and there's a lot of client meetings. There's always going to be action item that our team need to implement as well. I'm also going to show you the actual skill file of like for those of you that doesn't know about AI skill, what AI skill is really just a SOP for AI to understand your workflow, and you give a very, very clear instruction step by step for the AI to understand how to do it. So for that, let me go ahead and show you guys what the AI skill is and how to create it as well. So for the AI skill currently, so let me open up my Obsidian really quick. So let me just pull up the skill file that we have. We have a lot of different AI skills, as you can see, as a team currently. But inside the AI skill, the one I'm going to be demonstrating is under our brand success department here. It's called the client meeting task creator. This is what an AI skill could look like. So it is really just a markdown file for AI to read. For us, we like to standardize our front matter for all the AI skill with a certain property of the skill names, vision, descriptions, departments, what are some of the trigger keywords, and who's the owner of the skill, when was it last updated, and also a change log of all the different meeting as well. And inside this skill markdown file is going to have a detail of the purpose of the skill. Like for this purpose is for this particular skill I'm demonstrating today is a client meeting task creator to process any client meeting input, including transcript, phantom meetings, or phantom notes. And then it's going to produce a structured set of ClickUp tasks for team execution. And it could also post update to our brand success management ClickUp channel. And you can also post a client facing announcement as a draft for the client ClickUp channel as well. And you can also create a professional PDF file to recap the email to the client via Google's MCP connection as well. So this is what a skill file look like for this particular skill. And this is step, and it's going to go through, again, it's just like a SOP. It's going to run through the whole thing step by step by step by step. For us, since we also have an AI OS or AI's vault, so it's going to read out AI's operating system first before the skill get triggered. Second is going to accept the meeting input on, okay, are we going to use one of the phantom meetings? You can copy paste the transcript, or you can just simply copy paste the phantom meeting link. For example, I just had one of the client meeting earlier. So you can always copy the link of the phantom meeting that you have here and paste it into the Claude code as well, whatever the platform that you're currently using. And then you can design the skill based on like what kind of meeting it is. And when you are designing AI skill, always think about what is the input and what is the output. Like for us, for this particular demonstration, the input will be the transcript. You can feed it using Phantom URL, or you can just ask Claude to look for it as well and say, oh, can you look up all the meeting I just had today with all the different clients I have or all the different partners that I'm talking to. So that's different way to input the information into the Claude system. Then the AI skill is going to extract the meetings. For example, it's going to read all the meetings to extract the meeting intelligence on what is the meeting metadata, what are action items, what are the decisions that have to be made in a meeting, what are some of the signals. Then it's going to write those information back to our OS folders as well. And then it's going to also find the client's folder in our ClickUp structure to kind of send everything back. And then it's going to present the task for approval. So this is where the human in the loop of the process come in. The human or our project managers still, or the brand success manager still need to review every single task before it get created in our ClickUp system to make sure that is all being fully tracked correctly. So that's very, very important. Then we have a couple other different things about like the task creation, the parameters, the due date rule, and exactly what is the markdown format for this file as well. And then it's going to post a team update to the brand success channel at the end. And then it's also going to draft a client-facing announcement of what we have worked about today. Then it's also going to you have optional step to also generate a client-facing PDF recap or email draft as well as one of the last step. Then you can also draft a Gmail email to the client as well. Then present the recap for approval. Then it's going to save everything into our second brand at the end of this process. So let me just go ahead and show you what this workflow will look like in real life if you open Claude Code. This is when you trigger it, you can use / command to trigger this particular skill, obviously. And then it's going to ask me, okay, how do you want me to poll the meeting? So it's asking me to copy paste one of the URL actually. So what I'm going to do in the chat session here is I'm just going to give it, put it in others and click next. Then you will have, and it's going to also ask Like, okay, how far should I take it? Like, okay, do you want to do a full run of this AI skill, or do you also only want to extract the task? Do you want to send the client recap only? Well, for this demonstration, I'm just going to do a full run of this skill. So now the Claude AI system is now reading the file of this particular meetings, and now it's going to run a full run. Obviously, you want to make sure you allow the Claude to run it as well. So now it's going to read through the Phantom meeting notes, start generating the summaries, reading through the summary, reading through the transcript, reading through all the other information the AI need before you can do all the different steps that I mentioned earlier. So again, our use case is a little bit more complicated. Your use case, you don't need to build as elaborate of AI skill or AI automation like the one we build for our team. You need to think about what makes sense for you and your company and what exactly you need to do. And let me also change the mode to accept edit, because it's going to ask you for a lot of permission as well. So now it's going to run. So it's going to identify the client, then it's going to pull up the meeting notes and so on and so forth. And at the end of this, what it's also going to do is going to create the list of action items that we have discussed for this particular clients. And it's going to show us exactly that we just talked about earlier of, okay, this is the task that we should be creating. It's also going to generate a list of tasks that we should be creating for this based on this meeting as well. So that is how you can really streamline it. And if you really want to take this to the next level, what you can also do in Claude is to turn this skill into a routine task inside Claude. Inside Claude, there's two different ways to do a routine task. One, recurring task. One is you can use co-work schedule task, or you can use co-routine tasks as well. That's two different ways that you can use in the AI system. So once you like kind of finalize it, you can turn it into, let it auto run on a daily or weekly basis. For example, I have a lot of different tasks I'm currently running on a daily or weekly basis. You can go in and you can start creating it. So however the frequency you want to do it, and make sure you're always loading to the right folder, select your AI models and put your frequency here. Then it will be running on autopilot for you. Currently, I have like 12 different AI skill I'm running on a different frequency, depends on my needs as well. So that is how you can really use an AI workflow to streamline your processes, to make sure the result is you're going to save a lot of time to free up your mental bandwidth. So you don't need to remember every single meeting that you are having with all your clients. All you really need is the Phantom account, a Claude account, and any project management system you're already using. Then you just start with one meeting first to test the workflow, make sure it's working, and then you can expand it once the skill is established. You like the output, you like the outcome, and then you can start kind of using it more and more often as well. So hopefully this demonstration is helpful for the people that's watching. If this give you one thing that you actually can use this week, that is the goal of this videos. Please like and subscribe our future training videos if you want to get more content like this one. Thank you so much.